This is the 2.6 patch changes. It is extremely hard, so I put it all on spreadsheet format, and I explain which units benefit from the new D-Tide, old D-Tide. Again, for the old video, where I go over the D-Tide changes, that's more in-depth. That's 40 minutes long. The red number's right. Past Flares was like, there's no way the red number's right. Light confirms the red number is correct. So, yeah. So I did the math based on the old values. Come here, Alert 5 and Alert 4 got heavily nerfed, and now they're just reverting it for Nightmare mode. So these are the old values. So the green numbers are the Nightmare mode difficulties, and the red numbers are the hard mode difficulties based on the scaling. Now, I did math based on this, so this is based on current Protector HP. Now, those of you guys who know, unlike other content creators, I'm a little overboard on my spreadsheet, and I actually know what I'm talking about, unlike retards. So, old Alert 5 again was a lot harder. Now, let me just pull it up to show you. So, this is the old Alert 5 values. You can find it on my spreadsheet, linked everywhere. So, this was old Alert 5 Protector. Right here. 3 million HP. They're just reverting this change. And that's how I figured out the scaling for the new Alert 5. So, old Alert 5 Protector was 3 million HP. And it's on the spreadsheet, and this is a function. I did math here. So, let me go back in to the other spreadsheet. And I can show you guys how much it's been nerfed. So, they're just reverting the changes. So, let me actually swap over to the game. Boom. So, I'm just going to go in. So, this, Alert 5, Current Protector. So, this is how much it was nerfed. So, they're just reverting the changes for casuals like Kaylee and stuff, and people who use dog shit guides. So, yeah, they nerfed the game for people like fucking Kaylee. For brain dead fucking retards who follow his guys, I guess. But yeah, this is how much it's been nerfed. It's been nerfed by 2.5. They're just reverting the nerf. New Nightmare is just the nerf reverted here. So yeah, you can check out my old videos where D-Tide was a lot harder. But yeah, that's basically that difficulty. And the formula for the damage scaling and the HP scaling is pretty easy based on levels here. I did it a long time ago, again, in spreadsheet form here. It's basically 30%, 20-30%. Light is actually slightly wrong. He just gave like a good estimate. You're going to be like, Flares, how can you say Light is slightly wrong? I know the game better than most people. Believe it or not. But yeah, it's 20-30%. It's actually, if you're being specific, it's actually 17 to 25% more damage each additional alert based on the previous value, based on the old spreadsheet I did. So, you can tell, because right now, like, you can actually tell. I can actually show you guys. I can actually show you guys the exact. So right now, the boss is doing 756 damage to me. So, old Alert 5, let me pull this up again. Old Alert 5 was 1,053. You can do the math right there. So that's each additional alert difficulty increases damage by that amount, percentage-wise, basically. So let me go back to the game and spreadsheet. And I explain the rest of the update here. So that would mean the red numbers are correct. Now, why do I put a range here? Every boss has a different range of HP values, and the different changes will only buff that percent of the boss. Now, bosses have different HP. Some bosses have less HP, some bosses have more HP because they get shields, they get life revived, etc. The high end of bosses is going to be 18 million HP for Wave 5. That is the highest end of the spectrum, which is Dorazine boss. Dorazine boss, 18 million HP across the two phases, and with all the mobs combined. So off the low end, you're going to see 8 million HP bosses on the hardest difficulty. Now on the next hardest difficulty for your 450 to get all the rewards. Because the only rewards for 500 is bragging rights like me. Or for the new rewards, like your real rewards, end at 450. So you're going to deal with 4 to 9 million HP bosses. 4 to 9 million HP bosses, wave 5 on that difficulty. Now on wave 1, you're gonna deal with 1 to 2 million HP bosses compared to what we have now. 1 to 2 million HP bosses. Wave 2, you're gonna fight 2 to 3 million HP bosses. Wave 3 is gonna be 2.5 to 3 million HP. Wave 4 is 4 to 5 million HP bosses on the difficulty where it gets all the rewards. Now the difficulty with everything, the hardest difficulty, it's 2 to 4 mil, 4 to 6 mil, 5 to 6 mil. Because wave 3, the max cap of wave 3 bosses, because bosses are based off a type. So because wave 2 bosses will almost always be an Awakener boss, wave 3 bosses will not be an Awakener boss. They'll be that special elite mobs, and they have different HP values. That's why they work. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not fucking retarded. What am I, fucking Kaylee? So wave 4, it's going to be 8 to 10 million HP. Based off the math, they can nerf or change it. I think they're probably going to nerf it. I think it's too high right now, but who knows? They might keep it. But I think they might nerf it. I think the green number is more reasonable for the hardest difficulty, to be honest. If it was 9 million HP, I'd be like, sure, it's more difficult. But like, if it's 18 million HP at the high end, I'm like, only a few comps or players can probably kill it at that point. But whatever. So, and this is my protector scaling sheet. So this is if I were to plug the values in. So these numbers are confirmed based on the levels of the mobs in game and the scaling as a function. So I just simply did a model based on this, and I scaled it. I did a model based on these numbers, and I scaled it up while keeping account of these rules. So on current alert, the hardest difficulty protector, based on current values, if they don't nerf it, if they use the same formula they've been doing, it will be 3.3 million for protector, well, 3.3334 million HP. And on the hardest difficulty, it will be 8 million for the wave 3 boss. If the numbers aren't nerfed, I think they'll probably be nerfed. I think it's a bit too high, but who knows? I want them to not be nerfed. I want to be cancer. But it will probably be nerfed. I think this is too high. If protector, it's 8 million HP. That would mean that Pollux is useless. I'll go into like a bunch of units are basically dog shit useless. They have to rebalance and rebuff the entire game again. They have to rebalance and rebuff the entire game again. Because all the units S tier on my tier list are fine. All the C tier units, people are wailing out because they're fucking retarded and don't know how the game works. They're gonna complain and they're gonna buff them. This change is not gonna last. They're gonna buff the units because people are gonna complain. You guys are gonna complain. Kaylee's gonna complain. He won't be able to clear shit without e-cogging. So it's gonna get nerfed. I don't want it to be nerfed. It's gonna get nerfed. I'm calling right now. It's gonna get nerfed. There's no way it's not nerfed because too many people are gonna complain. Even if you can use e-cog, you have to use so many e-cogs that you're playing some of these dog shit units that people are gonna complain because there's only gonna be a few comps that can fight any boss in the game. I'll go into that in a second. So these are the shop changes. Now on this spreadsheet, which I will upload, the actual thing, I'll place it at the bottom, all these sources here. I just converted it into spreadsheet form so you can see the differences of the current game more clearly. So right now, I'm going to go over the changes. So mimetic crystals. Mimetic crystals, more sources. So there are 2 additional sources. The investigation exchange and the light list exchange. The investigation exchange, you will be able to buy 150 additional. 150, 150 for 3,000. Now, for the lightless exchange, the limit is raised for sediments and D-type jewels. Instead of buying only 30, you can now buy 150. And that's the cost, and that's the cost of the thing. So yeah, these are the changes. You can just buy more. You can buy more of mimetic crystals. It doesn't affect old players. For new players, you get to have more resources if you can afford it. You won't be able to afford it. I'll go into that later. So, etheric shards. Etheric shards are the red stuff. This red stuff. So, you can now buy it from the investigation exchange and lightless exchange. It costs 40 of this, 2 of this, limit costs of this currency. Here. I put it to the side. You can look at it on the sheet. So this is additional sources. So you will now get this much, etc., etc. Off the time frame. So more shop stuff. Steppenwolf and organic form will no longer have a limit. You can buy as many as you want. You don't have to buy every day if you're a new player. A very good change. And Rose Shop has changed from daily refresh to weekly and monthly refresh. So these are all weekly, and this is how much it costs monthly. So they put the edification materials and the skill materials. So the cap materials and the skill materials. I couldn't find the images. I'm too lazy to find the images. But basically, that's what it will cost for green, blue, purple. And to buy all of them every week, it is 6 million rose scripts a month, or 2 million, roughly, no, 1.5 million a week. 1.5 million gold scripts a week if you were to buy everything. Now, if you were to buy only the EXP potions, which I recommend, it's 2 million rose scripts a month. I don't know why they did this. It's good for veteran players. If you're a new player, I guarantee, because I coach enough players, that 0 of you can afford this. So you have to now pick and plan what you're going to buy. You just don't buy everything, because you cannot afford it. A new player cannot afford this in a million years. In a million years, you cannot afford this if you're a new player. So it's only good for veteran old players like me who's been hoarding rose scripts. So let's go over this. All of these Gnosis fragments, ignore as a new player. It's too expensive. You don't want to spend this. You have better stuff to spend it on than this as a new player. Now, veteran players, we have this stockpiling. Now, instead of buying 5 a month, we can buy 10 a month. Double the amount. So for pens, the limit is increased from 10 to 100. So we can buy 10 times as much pens because they rework the covenants. I'll go into that in a bit. So, etheric stones, which are the red skill materials here. It's a nerf. I couldn't believe my eyes. It's a nerf. Because you can buy more a month with rose scripts. Now, it costs 2.5 million each for a pure etheric stone. And you can buy 3 a month for 7.5 million rose scripts a month. This is a nerf from current prices. But current prices, you can only buy the shards, and it will take you a while and you can only buy 2 a day for 60. So it takes you 2 months for 1. But it was cheaper. Currently, for 1 etheric stone, it will only cost you 1 million rose scripts. So they're nerfing this with rose scripts, and now costs 2.5 times more to buy an etheric stone. Don't believe me? Let's go in game right now. Boom. Quit. Exit. Go to the shop. Exchange store. Rose scripts. Boom. Right now, it only costs 8,500 rose scripts for 1 shard. It takes 120 shards to make 1 etheric stone. Now, you can do your math yourself, but I already did it. In Excel, 8,500 times 120, 1 mil. It is 2.5 times more expensive. So this is the biggest nerf here. I think it's a little bit greedy, guys. Just a little bit. We're gonna go over the greed later. This is a big nerf. In exchange, the benefit is instead of getting 1 every 2 months, you get 3 a month. That's the positive. You're not time gated anymore. You're just money gated. Before, you can afford it every day. If you're a free-to-play player, it was cheap enough you can buy it. If you're a whale, it was cheap enough you can buy. A free-to-play player and a whale were on equal footing. You were both waiting forever to get an etheric stone. You were waiting 2 months to get 1, basically. You were getting 2 months to get 1 off of the Rose Script store. Now, you can buy 3 a month. So 6 every 2 months. So now you get 6 times more etheric stones for 2.5 times the cost. A new player will not be able to afford this. I don't think a free-to-play player will ever be able to afford this. It will never be worth for a free-to-play player to buy this ever again with Rose Scripts. That is the change. The change is that a free-to-play player, if you buy this, you inted your account. It's too expensive for a free-to-play player now because it's 2.5 times more Rose Scripts. I don't need to explain that a free-to-play player will have less resources. It costs 2.5 more resources for you to buy this. You would rather spend Rose Scripts on the EXP potions or something else. But if you're a whale, you're happy. Instead of getting 1 every 2 months, you get 6. Because you have unlimited amount. So this is a buff for whales, a huge nerf for free-to-play players. It basically puts this out of your mind. If you ever touch the buy button for this, you are scamming yourself. You are scamming yourself as a free-to-play player. So, sediment exchange. So they added this level up material to the sediment exchange for 500. Limit is 10 a month for 5,000 sediments. Again, whale. You will never buy this as a free-to-play player. It is not worth it. You, as a free-to-play player, you will own... Okay, you don't even need me to tell you this. You've been playing the game. How many sediments do you get per month? Be honest. Do the math. How many times do you pull? How many sediments do you get a month? The average of free-to-play player, if you use all of your free pulls, is roughly 1,000 sediments a month. Just like around 1,000 sediments. Like 900 to 1,100 sediments a month. So this is 5,000 sediments a month. It's literally 5 times more sediments than a free-to-play player can make. And you would rather spend it on the dupes. All of your sediments are getting spent on the dupes anyway. This is irrelevant for you. If you're a free-to-play player, if you're a low spender, irrelevant. You will never touch this. Now, these. Now, the badges, the black hearts, and the pearls are unlimited. And they cost 15 sediments per 100. Now, this is for the new skins that they're adding to the game, which is very expensive. This is good for new players and whales to catch up on these resources. You would never buy it if you are a veteran unless you want the skins. I'll go to that in a second. So this is when he's talking about the shop. So now the Dream Sparks and Dream Sharks, the cost will be the same. It's now a monthly. Okay, I put Moth here. Month. It is now 125 a month. You don't have to buy them every week. So if you buy them every week, right now it's 100 a month and it's 400 a month. So it's a buff by 25%. And you buy it a month on a monthly. You don't have to do it every week. It's less time. This is good for most players. This is a good change. More Dream Shards and Dream Sparks. Good change. Now, let's talk about the final change in the patches that I memed about on this stream. I memed so hard on this stream. I was looking at the cost. I was looking to see how many. And boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And let me just pull it up. Yeah, third order. 0, 0. Where is it? Okay, I just pulled up the reactions. Okay, now let me explain to you these skins. These are the new Affinity rules. Boring. If you've been following my Affinity farming guides, you're not following other dog shit guides, you already have every Awakener level 15 Affinity. If you haven't been following those guys, you're either new or you're following some dog shit guys and you just discovered me. I'm sorry. It's too late for you. You have to farm Affinity the new way, and this is relevant for you. This is relevant for you if you are new or new to my guides. If you're an old player who Affinity farmed thanks to my Affinity farming videos, then you ignore this portion. So, when an Awaker's Affinity reaches level 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, you use a token. Okay, let me catch my breath here. You use a token to level up the Affinity cap up to 5 times to 20. And every time you level the Affinity cap, you get 5 Gnosis fragments. We don't care about that. We care about the Skintilla, because I love card art. That's right. Thanks to my suggestion a year ago, even though I was removed, I nagged Light about this every month. Back then. You can choose a card cosmetic collectible for the Awaker you are loving. Now you think, this is great, players. This is great. And I also thought it was great. I love card skins in games. I love card skins in games. This is great. You just hit level 20. That shows you really love that unit. What does it take to get the Affinity, to get a token? So, it takes, 50,000 badges, 50,000 black hearts, or 50,000 D-Jewels. 1 a month. I'm gonna let that sink in, and I'm gonna go over old chat for you guys. Because I memed on this so hard for like an hour on stream as we all did the math. So let me show you guys. It's 50,000. So let me show you my account. So I have almost 300 million gold rows because I have nothing to spend it on. Okay? I'm level 93. I've been playing the game for over 2 years now. I've been hoarding my hearts and currencies. I've been hoarding these badges. I only buy this. I can't buy this anymore. I only buy this every week. I can't buy anything anymore. So, for the past 6 to 8 months, I haven't spent most of these currencies. I've been playing for over 2 years. I spend on all the value packs. I can only buy 2. Out of the 5 I need for 1 skin. I've been playing for over 2 years. I'm at the top of the leaderboards every week for 2 years. I'm not a super whale like other people. I can buy 2 out of the 5 I need to get 1 skin. I think they're just doing this like the like other developers where they make the values very high so that we complain and they're gonna nerf it down and they're gonna go like, devs listened. Devs listened. Devs listened. That is my conspiracy theory. That is my conspiracy theory right now. They're making this value so high, so we're all like, holy shit, did they do the math? And you're like, we listened to your feedback. We listened to your feedback. Oh, we're so sorry. We're so sorry. We so sorry. And they're gonna nerf it. And everyone on Discord, all the fucking retards, are gonna go, W devs. W devs. W devs. Again, it's only skins. So, it's only skins. So, I don't care about it as much. But it's so ridiculous, I had to calculate this on stream and ask my viewers. So. Sorry, coffee. Okay. Boom. Boom. So, this is my stream earlier, because I started streaming 3 hours ago. So, this is like everyone's reaction when we were going over this, and I asked them, who here, how many of these tokens can you afford? I'm asking regular, normal players. So I'm like, there's no way a normal player can be able to afford one of these. So I asked them, how many you can buy? I'm a 3-month player. I can't buy any. Zero, zero, zero. I asked my entire chat. There were like 40 people watching back then when this thing. Like, people be mad and they'll offer direct purchase using money. Like, everyone was just memeing in chat. Like, literally everyone was like, no one can afford this. Not a single NA player. And I did the math, and we're talking about, like, money values. So, I was curious, and I calculated how much it takes for if you spend real money on the skins, and whether it's more expensive than the Ari skin. The infamous Ari skin. Now, how did I do the math? Well, let me show you here. Let me show you here. So let me go to Cash Shop. And here we go. This is the Google sheet. I'm going to put it in half. So this is the dollar per pool amount here. You see this? This is the dollar per pool amount for all of the packages. Now, the value packs are very good. From 16 to 30 cents a pool. Okay? And these are the scam packages, which is like 75 to 90 cents a pool. And on the bad end, it's like $1 a pool. So, let me go back to the real spreadsheet here. Boom. So, I then calculated, because they gave an option to get this for whales. They uncapped all 3 currencies for sediments, which is the currency you get from pooling. So, I did a pool on stream. It's not really scientific. I pooled 25 times and hit the SSR. So, let's say you hit, because it's a guaranteed SSR every 30 pools. You get a guaranteed SSR every 30 pools. So, off of my sample size of just one of my pools, I got 13,999.58 sediments for an average of 18.5 sediments per. Wait, actually, I did the math a little bit off here. Average of 4, and I hit on a unit I already have a dupe for. This was extremely high. This was extremely lucky. This was extremely lucky because I hit more than I had to, but I was using the most generous thing possible here. The most generous math. Because the actual average sediment is like 5 sediments. It's like 5 sediments per pool. That's the actual average. Now, I did the math. Let's say you're God tier. Your God tier RNG with sediments. You get 18.5 sediments a pool. So, You need 500 sediments per skin. You need this many sediments per skin. So this is the math per sediments. You need 37,500 sediments to purchase enough for one token. Or no, for 5 tokens. For 5 tokens, you need 37,500 sediments. Or 7,500 sediments each. How did I do the math here? It is quite simple. It costs 15 sediments per 100. You need 50,000. So let's just do it real quick so I can show you fucking retards. You need 50,000, 100. Let's divide it. I did the math on stream, but I'm going to do it again so you guys can see. So you're buying this 500 times. So 500 times 15, 7,500 sediments per token. 7,500 times 5, 37,500 sediments. So, using my broken math for insane RNG carry, you need 2,027 pulls per skin. Now, if you were using real math, with the actual average, I think it was 4.5. For 4.5, it would be 8,000 over 8,000 pulls. But let's use I use the RNG carried math here. You need 2,000 sediments saved up. Okay? Or 2,000 pulls. If you were to only use the monthly pass, the most efficient silver pool gain in the game, it will take you $324. If you were to only use the monthly pass, I'm not counting the double bonus on sediments, just the monthly pack $100 packages to refill it. Monthly packs. It will take you 33 months to get one skin off of the pools, if you're insanely lucky, off of the monthly pass. Now, if you were average 4.5 sediments a pull, 4.5 or 9 sediments a pull, around there, depending on whatever. It's probably less than that. It's probably 9. So, let's just do it. 4.5 sediments a pull. That's right. It would take you like 10 years. over 10 years. Because right now, if you were to do it with my good math, it would take you 33 months. That's almost 3 years. But I'm like, oh, forget one skin. I don't believe this. Off of the sediment exchange. I'm not including like the average from all the other sources, but from sediment conversion. So, I then said, what if you're a giga whale? What if you're a giga whale? Well, giga whales have another source, because you do not have enough pools per month to get that much sediments. If you buy everything. You will not have enough pools. If you buy everything all the time from this shop, you will not have enough pools. But whales have a source of unlimited pools that people don't know about. This. You convert silver prime to silver at a 1-to-1 ratio. So this is what it's for. And there are leaderboards here. In case you don't know, somewhere. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Donation. So how much does a package cost? Look, $200 for 12,800 silver prime. How many pools is that? That is 64 pulls. But if it's the first purchase, it's 128 pulls. So let's go back to the spreadsheet here and show where I did the math here real quick. So basically what that comes down to, I rounded to make things easier. I rounded. So, and use generous math. Use very generous math. Very generous. People are going to calculate it and it's going to be higher. It's actually a lot higher than this, but I use very, very generous math here. If you are using the scam, and you're a whale, eventually you're going to hit $1.20 to $1.40 a pull. I did $1.40 a pull here using the scam because everyone knows that that's a scam. It will take you $2,837 per skin. And then I multiplied it because I counted, I think it was like 56 units. I might be a little bit off. But to get the skins for every unit in the game, $164,000. Again, this is unrealistic. So per skin, it's $300 to $3,000 a skin. So I was doing the math with my chat. And this is their reactions. Here. Let me go to their reactions real quick. While I was going over this on stream. Boom. And these are the O chat. Okay. Whales go brr. Capitalism. Wait, is this the wrong stream? This is the wrong stream. It's one of these streams. There you go. This one. This one. So, Absolute Cinema. Just $300. How many? I can live like a king for a week. And this genius came out. The developers are W. Hire me for the marketing. Hire me or Kazuno for the marketing. Because Kazuno is a genius here. Kazuno is a genius here. Because technically, you get 2,000 pulls as well as the skin. Then I realized the Morimens devs fucked up. The Morimens dev fucked up. Instead of making all this, what they should have said was, every 2,000 pulls, we're giving you a free skin. Light fucked up. Do they not know marketing? That's the optimal play. Instead of doing that, saying, hey, every time you pull 2,000 times, we're going to give you a free skin. Every time you pull 3,000, 4,000 times, free skin. Card skin. On the house. Like other gacha games, this is what they should have done. This is what they should have done. Hey, guys. So we added these new rewards. Free. All you gotta do is pull 2,000 times. And that would go a lot better. That would go a lot better. That would go a lot better. Inflation? Bro, and I was like meaning like, what if you mortgage your house? You can get all the skins. But yeah, it was like, yeah, why not? Free skins. Dude, they should hire someone for marketing. They should hire someone else for marketing. Because I was reading that, I was like, this guy's a fucking genius. So shout out to Kazuno and HeroX. You guys are the smartest people I've ever encountered in my life. You guys should work for marketing. Because when I was like meaning how expensive this is and like how ridiculous it was for the free skin, they were like, Flares, you forget, you get 2,000 pulls with your skin. And that completely changed my perspective. That completely changed my perspective, guys. Hire me, hire us for marketing. We can reword all the patch notes better. Instead of putting all these values, ignore that. Every time you pull 2,000 times, free skin! Come! It's free! It's free, guys! Oh, it's like me advertising. That changes every perspective, guys. Plus 12 G Murphy is free. It only takes pulls. What are you talking about? These are whale units. There is no such thing as a whale unit in the game. Because you can plus 12 any unit. You get one dupe a month. Just wait 1.5 years. It's free. Time isn't money. It's free. Am I wrong? What are you talking about? Plus 12? It's free. It's free. Oh, one more thing I want to critique about before I end the video here. And I'm going to upload this sheet. So, a big change where I find ridiculous. Is this covenant and this other things. So let me go over the change I do not like that I'm going to meme about here. I'm going to meme super hard about. And it deserves to be memed. This deserves to be memed. Where is it? It's one of these screenshots. Sorry. I don't organize things well here. Where's the ECOG? Here we go. I want to meme about this change right now. So, another change they did is ECOG can no longer be bought from the store directly. Instead, when you fail a challenge and are short on ECOGs, a purchase prompt will appear. I don't know about you guys, but the gamification, even though it is a game, this pop-up, this thing is like mobile game slop. I don't like this. Instead of buying it from the store directly, when you fail, when you're being dog shit, a purchase prompt will be like, do you want to spend money on an ECOG? This line right here shows that the new owners of Morimens are like those fucking EA developers. You know, like the old EA devs who were talking about microtransactions. Like, what if you were shooting someone in a shooter? You run out of ammo. Would it be cool if you can pull out a credit card and buy more ammo in the middle of a match? Wouldn't that'd be cool, guys? Wouldn't it be cool? You're shooting someone, you run out of ammo, and you spend $5. You get more ammo. You keep on shooting in Battlefield Call of Duty. That was a legit topic, and gamers memed on it. And if the Morimens community does not meme on this, you guys are fucking retarded. It doesn't matter if it's a good. It's a pop-up after you fail. Like, if I was a developer here, and I put this, I would troll the little ever-living fuck out of you. I would rub it in your face. This is what it's like. You're playing like Kaylee, you're fucking dog shit, you die to a boss, and instead of propping up the ECOG that you buy, a pump pops up if you don't have any. This is me. I'm acting as the AI prompt. Oh, that's so bad. Are you dog shit? Don't worry. For a low price of 100 sentiments, here's an ECOG. Buy this ECOG, and you'll win. It's right here. Do you not want to be dog shit? You want to be like Flares? You see Flares here who's clearing everything? You want to be exactly like him? I know he's clearing without ECOGs. But the ECOGs are like steroids. If no one finds out, who cares? Let's just pop. Here we go. Just buy this ecog, and you can be just like Flares. Yeah, that's what it feels like to me. It's insulting. I think this is insulting. Again, it's just a mentality. I hate it if any game does this. Imagine if you're playing like Fortnite or PUBG and you get killed. And a pop-up comes up and like, do you want to respawn in this battle royale? Spend money. And this is a single player game PvE experience. Instead of having revives, they're charging you sediments or whatever here. So like you're playing like what's a popular single player game? Wait a minute. You're playing GTA 6. You're selling drugs. A hooker bashes your head in with a baseball bat. And then it pops up, buy this shark card. We can resurrect you in a Ferrari so you can run over that hooker in a single player game. I don't even think other gacha games do this pop-up shenanigans. Because I play like a few gachas, not a lot. They don't have this pop-up shenanigans. Again, it doesn't matter to most players, but the fact that it's very disrespectful, in my opinion. It's very disrespectful, in my opinion. It's insulting the player base. This means they think we're so fucking dog shit that we're gonna buy this. And maybe some people are dog shit enough to buy this. What happens if you fail the stage? You just exit. You lose. And you get refunded all of your previous ecogs you use. But yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this. Again, it shouldn't matter, but it matters to me. I'm a naturally slightly angry person. I'm being ridiculous. I'm being overbearing. That's the character. But personally, I hate it. I hate that it exists. Even if I will never use it, even if I will never encounter it. I hate that it exists in the back of my brain. I'm one of those Dark Souls players that don't want an easy mode out. Okay? So, yeah, it is ridiculous. So let's go over the bonded covenants. So bonded covenants, 90% of players, useless. You only use this on very certain DPS and only if you're a vet, like me. I'm going to use it, but you still want general covenants. So basically you can lock a covenant to an awakener, just like you lock wheels and stuff for a D-Tide. And you have to make a new covenant. In exchange, the covenant main stat gets 50% stronger. So for covenants that you don't use a lot, and like on CAF and stuff, it's very meta. I'll make a separate video when this releases to demonstrate the effectiveness and whether you should do it or not. Basically, you keep your general set, and for DPS like CAF, which has a specialized set, you would bond it to them. Like CAF, you would bond, G Murphy, you would bond, Caster, you would bond, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah. This is only for veterans. If you're a new player, just follow my guys. Don't build dog shit covenants. So, yeah. So, let's go over the final thing, where I discuss the rising HP values and which units are buffed. Maybe I make a separate video for this. How long is this video? It's already 50 minutes. I'm going to end the video now and post this. And I will discuss which Awakeners are buffed and which Awakeners are nerfed in a separate video.